Hello, I'm Jelani Liddell, the Student Development Specialist at Georgia Perimeter College, Decatur campus. Today's workshop is going to be on improving your time management. Have you ever told yourself that I'll just watch TV or anything else that's enjoyable for just 5 minutes and then get back to my homework? Or what about, have you ever underestimated the amount of work that an assignment was going to take? Or have you ever done something else that's very important to avoid doing work on an assignment? These are all instances of procrastination. How do we minimize procrastinating? Well, we have 10 tips to help minimize your procrastination. The first one is we want to set realistic goals. Don't try to do too much and don't try to do everything perfectly. Number 2, do schoolwork when your energy level is at its highest. If you're a morning person, try doing your assignments or your homework in the morning. If you're a night person, then you may prefer to do your work in the evening. Number 3, you want to break down larger tasks into smaller tasks. A great example of this is your ALEX topics. There are 260 topics. But if you break down those topics into smaller increments, you'll find that you'll have a lot better success with completing those topics. Number 4, you want to work for realistic periods of time. If you work best at hour intervals, don't try to cram 2 and 3 hours of studying in. Study for an hour, take a break. Study for another hour, take a break. Or if half hours at a time works best for you, you need to follow your own needs. Do not study for long periods of time just because others do. Number 5, create an effective place to do your schoolwork. You want to make your workplace comfortable, but not too comfortable. You don't want to fall asleep. Try to keep distractions to a minimum. If you know your environment is not conducive to studying, then you may need to try and find another area to study. Perhaps a library, perhaps you can come to class earlier or stay later, or perhaps you can visit the Learning and Tutoring Center. Number 6, allow extra time for unexpected things. The unexpected can be getting sick, or have a computer crash, or you may have lost your jump drive, or the printer stopped working. Any of those types of things are unexpected, and you want to prepare and allow extra time for those. Number 7, schedule time for yourself. Exercise, relaxation, socializing. Don't forget that all work and no play makes you frustrated, bored, and stressed out. So make sure you identify that time for yourself. Number 8, use your free time wisely. Another good example of using your free time wisely is perhaps you can make flashcards and study your formulas, your math formulas, when you're at the doctor's appointment or doctor's office, or you're waiting on a bus or waiting on a friend for a ride. It's a great opportunity to utilize that for that studying. Number 9, reward yourself when you finish tasks on time. Make sure that the reward is suitable for the difficulty of the task and the time you spend on it. You may take yourself and treat yourself to the movies. You may go get a new shirt or some new shoes or whatever. But you want to make sure that the reward is suitable for the task. And number 10 is to simply start now. Procrastination cannot happen if you start now. Okay, let's get organized. Step 1, we have to list our activities. Listing activities that come at fixed times and cannot be changed. Listing class assignments and meeting times. Listing recreation and social activities. Then we look at the items on that list and we write down the activities on a weekly calendar. Take a look at the time management schedule. Write down your activities, write down your work activities, school activities, play, free time, all activities you want to put on your time management schedule. You can also incorporate using your smartphone with this. There are a lot of apps that incorporate scheduling or time management software as well. So look and see what apps are available to you if you're a technical savvy person. Step 3, we want to prioritize the plan. We want to arrange in order of importance and urgency. If you take a look at the graphic below, there are 4 quadrants. The first quadrant is items that are important and urgent. Quadrant 2 are items that are important but not so urgent. Quadrant 3 are items that are not important, but they are kind of urgent. And Quadrant 4 is items that are not important and not urgent. You should focus on activities in Quadrant 1, giving them the time and attention that their importance and urgency requires. You may need to make decisions about activities in Quadrant 2 if they're important but not so urgent. You may be able to spend less time on them or postpone them temporarily. For activities in Quadrant 3, you may decide to eliminate some of these because they aren't really that important. Quadrant 4, you can eliminate altogether. Once you've completed items that are in 1, 2, and 3, then if you have any time left, you can entertain those items from Quadrant 4. That has been time management. If you have any further questions, I can be reached at jelani.liddell@gpc.edu.